Is mealtime a struggle for you as a parent, or are you struggling with a bigger problem like picky eating? Are you struggling with your child about the fact that they're eating everything, whatever they're finding on the grounds? Are they not understanding the problem of picky eating, or are they not understanding the problem of identification between the items or the foods that are edible or non-edible? So today I'm going to provide you a solution to all these things. So please be tuned till the end so that you can understand that how we have solved our problem of being a picky eater, and how we have solved the problem of making Koirav understand that which are edible and which are not edible. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Autism with Koirav Shaha, and today in this video we are going to discuss about two very important topics. Usually most of the autistic parents, or many even other parents also, are facing problems in, that is how to make children understand picky eating and how to make children understand about edible and non-edible food items. Now, first, let us try to find out the solution of picky eating. So, in that sense, what is actually picky eating? So, picky eating is actually being very selective, especially sensory issues or sensory, due to sensory sensitivities. The children cannot understand that all the food items are actually edible. So at times what we find is that they become very selective. They can understand a few smells are suitable for them, and they cannot understand that all the food smells are actually suitable for them. They cannot identify actually which smell or which taste or which by look, which food items are eatable and which food items are not eatable. They cannot differentiate between these two points. So what we can do to have a solution to all these problems, let us discuss first. Usually what we find, they start refusing food items. They have strong sense of texture, color, shape and smell and taste. Eating a number of items that are very less, that is specifically 10 to 20 items or even less than 20 items at times. So feeding them becomes very difficult because there is mealtime anxiety, mealtime stress, etc. associated with the autistic kids or any kid who is having this picky eating problem. There can be various reasons why actually this picky eating comes. There can be even issues like parental behavior involved in it. There can be issues like neophobia. So in these cases, what we find that when a new item or when a new food item is introduced to a child, they become anxious or they become stressed out that how will that food taste actually. So when they cannot understand actually how the food is going to taste, or when they cannot understand that actually what is going to happen if they gulp in that food item, they show us stress or anxiety. In cases we have seen that the parents maybe they are not eating a few items. Maybe one of the parent is having a problem towards soft foods. Maybe a parent is having a problem towards bitter foods. So when that is being discussed at home, and when they're seeing that the parents are not eating all the food items, or maybe the one of the parent does not like to have fruits, one of the parent does not like to have vegetables, in those cases what happens, picky eating problem develops even more. So what we can do is we can ourselves be examples to them. We can develop the feeling at home that we also eat everything. We have to be examples to them. We can show them that we are eating everything. We can become their role model, that yes, see, parents are also eating, so you should also eat. Even at times what we can do is we can just introduce small pieces in different shapes, different sizes, and we can then make interest of those children develop into the food item, that this is a different type of food and it tastes different, so please have a taste of this food. So that if you do not taste the food, then how can you understand the food is better or not? So in this way you can try, you can use specific masalas that your child likes into that food, maybe a fruit or maybe a vegetable or a type of food. Like in our case, I can say you that Koirov had a problem, a major problem in fruits. I have discussed in my previous videos also that he had a huge sensory issue in food items. Like when we have started the OPT exercises, slowly we have seen that this fear towards fruits have gone. Now a person who was fed like fruit juices, now he gulps in that, he bites that food and gulps the food inside in a normal way, like a normal adult does. So like now that problem has got solved, as we have done sensory issue solving techniques through OPT tools, which videos I have also shared, that what are the OPT exercises that you can do. You can just check in those videos, because I have shared unitive videos in the previously. So there I have mentioned that's how the sensory problems have been solved in case of Koirov. Always remember one thing, that eating food is a fun time activity and it should not be pressurized. And also try to do one thing, that is try to avoid mobile phones or try to avoid videos when you are giving food to a child. Because when you are giving video to a child when he is having a meal, or when he is having any item, like maybe a fruit, maybe a juice, maybe milk, whatever you are giving, and he is given a video to have that food, so usually what all the parents does with the children nowadays, and that's why I'm just highlighting this point. So in that case, what happens, he does not understand what food he being fed. So when he cannot understand what he is eating, he will always be anxious about all the type of foods, right? So try to avoid videos so that he can relate it. Like what you can do is you can give him a flashcard showing, say suppose you want to feed your child an apple or a mango. So there are flashcards available of fruits and vegetables, etc. So you can show the original item, you can show the fruit flashcard, and you can build up a story to your child. You can make it a fun time activity and create a acceptance in your child about that particular food, maybe any food. Now once you see that he gets that acceptance, try the actual cooked food or the raw food. If in case of fruit, it should be a raw one, and in case of any other fruits or food, then it should be a cooked one. So you can try in that way, and I hope you will be finding out solutions to your problem of picky eating. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is how to make your child understand that which food item is edible and which food item is not edible. So in that case, what we can do is, first and foremost, we can move into or look into the fact that whether your child knows that which food items are actually edible and which food items are actually non-edible. First check that. How you're going to check? First, what you can do is you can take on flashcards showing your child which items are actually eatable and which items are not eatable. You can show items like apple, mango, vegetables, carrots, etc., etc., all these things. And along with that, you can show them chocolates, burgers, pizza, sandwiches, etc. Means whatever is your regional food culture like. So you can show all this type of items. If you have flashcards of those items, well and good. If you do not have flashcards of those items, then you can go for pictures from the net, print them out, and in a small flashcard size pages, and you can cut them into shapes and you can show them those pictures. And along with that, you can also do one thing, that is you can also keep along with that toys. You can keep along with them all different type of plastic items, clothes, garments, etc. And then you can show them actually which items are edible and which items are not edible. You can do another thing, that is you can take snaps of your child putting edible things in their mouth, and you can take snaps of your child putting non-edible items in their mouth, inside their mouth. And you can take those snaps, print them out, and show your child by giving a smiley on one picture where there is edible food items inside their mouth, and a big cross on the picture which has non-edible items in the inside their mouth. So in this way, what you can find is that they will be able to understand actually which food item they should taken and which item they should not put in their mouth. So in this way, you can start developing this particular problem, and you can find out solutions to this particular problem of understanding edible and non-edible. And further, next you can do one thing, that is to train your child actually which item is healthy and which item is not healthy. If you have achieved this previous two steps, then you can do one thing, that is you can draw pictures, or you can take flashcards showing variety food items only, which will include healthy items and which will include not healthy items. Especially this is a solution to those parents who are finding that their children are very much fast food eaters, or like they love chocolates, chips, etc. So just you can see the picture that I'm sharing over here. This picture shows that the food items like apple, carrot, etc., chicken is also there, and along with that also food items like burger, pizzas, and all this type of non healthy items are also there. Chocolates, non-healthy items are also there. So you can ask your child to circle and cross the pictures which are healthier and unhealthier, so on and so forth. So in that way, they will be having a mindset and they can understand, and if you do this repeatedly every day, then they will be able to understand which item is healthier and which item is not healthier for them. So in that way, this problem can also be solved. Visuals are very helpful. So you can try out visuals with your child of these items through flashcards and through various movie plays or role model playing or plays in your house with you all yourselves. You all can stop eating unhealthy items. You can all show them that when you're eating plastic items, then in that case you are feeling unhealthy. So in this way, you can give them examples so that they can start understanding that actually what to do and what not to do with the food or with any item, what to put inside the mouth and what not to put inside the mouth. They should understand that first. Now, if you find that by applying all these things that I have shown here or I have talked of here, even then if you find that you are not finding any solutions to, then please consult a doctor, because we are just parents of autistic children. That's why whatever we have faced, we are discussing over here. But if you find that there is a severe problem and this picky eating or understanding difference between edible and non-edible items are becoming tough, then in that case, you can consult a doctor, you can consult a pediatric, you can go to the therapist and ask them, or you can talk to oral placement therapies who are doing, who are giving SLP trainings, that is the speech language therapists. So you can talk to them, and they will be able to give you even better solutions to all these problems that you all are facing. So please, if you have liked the video, then please like, comment and share this video, and subscribe the channel so that you keep getting videos and notifications as and when I upload the videos. So please subscribe the channel and stay connected with us. Thank you so much.